Hi, I'm Alex Murphy, and I'm a Content Account Manager at Absolute Digital Media. Today I'm going to be speaking about the oversaturation of internal links within content with my talk, Internal Links, How Many Are Too Many? The main reason I'm doing this talk today is because, as a content writer, far too often do I see pieces of on-page content that are constructed in such a way that they completely disrupt and undermine the user experience. I've left my social media details below, so feel free to get in touch if you want to discuss any of the topics I cover today. So, I'm going to cover a few different areas surrounding internal linking within on-page content, and by the end of this presentation, hopefully, we'll have got to the bottom of how many links really are too many. So let's start with the basics. What is internal linking? Just in case you weren't already aware, I'll briefly run through what exactly internal linking is. Internal links are hyperlinks on a web page, pointing to another web page or resource. Internal links will target the same domain that the link already exists on. These types of links allow users to navigate a website easily, and it's necessary to follow internal linking best practices to improve your overall website SEO. So how can internal links be useful? So these type of links are useful for three main reasons. Firstly, they allow users to navigate a website, feeding into a positive user experience. They help establish information hierarchy for the given website, and they help spread link equity or ranking power around websites. So why is internal linking used in content? Internal links are important because they can help Google understand and rank your website better. By giving Google links to follow along with descriptive anchor text, you can indicate to Google which pages of your site are important, as well as what they're about. Internal links are also good for user experience and may improve engagement if you use them correctly. So if a visitor or potential customer is to visit your website, then the content within the link, how it is presented, and how many other links are on the page can all play their own part here. So let's look at the impact on user experience. Here we have the four key elements of user experience. Value, is it useful? Usability, is it easy to use? Adoptability, is it easy to start using? And desirability, is it fun and engaging? So internal linking, if used appropriately, does have the potential to promote good user experience. The potential is there to keep users on your site for longer. So when they see a link that is interesting or relevant to them, they're more likely to actually click on it, keeping them within your domain, which is what we want. Internal links that are especially great in this respect are those leading to pages such as blog posts, as these contain interesting, relevant information to the visitor on your web page. It must also be noted that internal linking can also have a negative impact on user experience if you're not careful. So let's have a look at some of the common internal linking mistakes. I'll briefly cover these now, but we have broken links, redirect chains and loops, no follow attributes in internal links, orphan pages, and too many or too few internal links. Let's look at broken links. Issues that arise here are obvious. If a link is broken, you're not going to be able to get where you need to go. I'm sure we're all familiar with the 404 error symbol here, which is a direct result of broken internal linking. Next, redirect chains and loops. So these can slow down page speed and can cause bad user experience. No follow attributes in internal links. So no follow attributes. This essentially means that you're telling search bots to not follow specific links, meaning they won't go to that page and crawl it. Orphan pages. Orphan pages are pages that have no incoming internal links, which makes it more difficult for Google to find. Sometimes this is okay, but only if the pages don't need to be indexed by Google and have no valuable content within them, but they should always be reviewed on a case-by-case basis. Bear in mind, each and every web page is unique and should be treated as such. Finally, too many or too few internal links. This is what my main focus is going to be on today, so let me explain the issues that can arise from having either too few or too many of these. So problems with too few internal links. If there's too few, can I Okay, let's cut back to the start of this slide. So problems with too few internal links. If you have too few internal links, it can impact Google's crawlability of the website. It won't understand the most important pages or the site's hierarchy. Additionally, users are pretty much trapped on the page unless they go back to the navbar, and link equity isn't passed through to other important pages. Problems with too many internal links. Although there's no definite answer as to how many internal links on a page are too many, Google has indicated that they can crawl hundreds of links per page. In a practical sense, lots of links isn't always good for user experience, and limiting the number of links per page to a reasonable number, 100 or less typically, could provide additional SEO benefits. Google does say that using too many internal links on the same page can dilute their value, so this is something to be mindful of. You may feel like a lot of internal links will have a positive impact from a crawlability perspective, but if you do overdo it, this can prove to be problematic. So what can be done? It's all about balance. A proper internal linking strategy can help you to navigate a website easily. With the help of anchor links within the content, you can redirect users to relevant web pages that they'd likely enjoy exploring. When a user finds that the content in these linked web pages is related, they're more likely to stay longer on your website, which can increase your page views. If we take a balanced approach with site-wide internal linking, new users will be able to discover topics of interest, and you can see an improvement in the conversion rate consequently. So, to conclude, how many are too many? Although we can't have too many or too few internal links, it's important to understand how we use them. Every web page will differ, so it's important to understand the structure of internal linking. You don't need too many internal links on your website just for the sake of it. There's no documented limit on the number of internal links you can build on your site, but it depends on the length of the post. For example, a 1,500 word post isn't going to want 100 links. Between 2 and 10 should be fine. Also ensure that the links are spread evenly throughout the content and not clustered close to each other, as this is unappealing from a user experience point of view. So, to round it off, there is no limit, but make sure they are spread evenly throughout the content and not clustered. Structure is key. Proper internal linking strategy helps users navigate a website easily and include links that have tech and user value. You don't need too many internal links on your website just for the sake of it. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm Alex Murphy. I work for Absolute Digital Media as a content account manager, and my social media details are below. Feel free to get in touch if you want to discuss any of the topics that I've gone through today. Thank you.